very good afternoon to all our viewers. This is lunchtime news on TV1. I am Jayamal Ratnayaka for the Newsfirst team. Before we head into our stories in detail, let's start off with a look at headlines. Case filed against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa to be taken up continuously from the 22nd of January. Sena caterpillar discovered from Harliala. President Maithripala Sirisena and the Asian Development Bank signs 3 loan agreements in the Philippines. One person arrested in Kadwela with heroin worth 60.2 million rupees. British Prime Minister May's government wins no confidence vote. On to your lead story and a developing story for this afternoon. Now the Sena caterpillar threat looms large in Sri Lanka. An aggressive species of caterpillar known as Sena started causing severe damages to various cultivations in the country since last year.
What comes from Harliala area. The Sena caterpillar threat, which was initially reported from Ampara, Anuradhapura, Kurunegala and from Galle and Matara districts, is now being reported from the Badulla district. This was revealed following an inspection done in the Hapuala area in Uduwara, Harliala. The caterpillar, which was only a threat in the dry zone, has now started affecting in the wet zone as well, since the species can travel 100 kilometers. Corn cultivation in areas under the purview of the Hakmana Divisional Secretariat was also inspected by the agriculture officers yesterday. The Sena caterpillar came to be in America. It is suspected that the caterpillar arrived in Sri Lanka, India last year. According to agricultural experts, this could pose a threat to a number of other food plants. Newsfirst government launched a research study on the damages caused to the cultivations by this caterpillar species, and this initiative is supported by the University of Peradeniya. Our teams are based across the Anuradhapura, Ampara and Munnar districts, which are the worst affected areas.
We cultivated by obtaining loans. We cannot even repay the loans now. People living in Sri Lanka will face a food shortage soon. It will keep destroying.
We can't do anything to destroy the caterpillar. It has affected all crops.
President Maithripala Sirisena made his first visit to the Asian Development Bank headquarters today while conducting a state visit to the Philippines and met with ADB President Takahiko Nakao. During the visit, President Sirisena and Nakao discussed development challenges faced by Sri Lanka and ADB's role in helping address them and signed 3 loan agreements totaling $455 million for projects. The case filed against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 6 others over alleged misappropriation of 33.9 million rupees in public funds for the construction of the D.A. Rajapaksa Memorial and Museum will be taken up continuously from the 22nd of January. The case was taken up before a bench comprising Justices Jampa Janaki Rajaratna, Sampath Abekon and Sampath Vijayaratna. An order was issued on the 18 witnesses from the Sri Lanka Land Reclamation and Development Corporation, barring them from travelling overseas without court approval. Deputy Solicitor General Dileepa Piris, who is leading the prosecution, informed court there was an attempt made by some witnesses to travel overseas, and if at least one of them travel abroad, it would pose an obstacle for the case to be taken up for trial continuously. He informed the bench the prosecution expects to make a special request for a just trial after it commences. Following a discussion with the officials of the Bandaragama Divisional Secretariat, the non-cabinet Minister of Digital Infrastructure and Information Technology, Ajit P. Pereira, expressed his views to the media. There is no such issue regarding presidential candidacy. There is only one opinion within the UNP. As soon as a presidential election is announced, we will publicize who our candidate is. Until then, we will keep it to ourselves because we know who the candidate will be. We have a candidate who suits all social classes and understands the struggles of the common man in the country. We will tell you who it is as soon as a presidential election is announced. Our affiliated parties are also of the same stance. Before all of that, he needs to revoke his American citizenship. He has pledged to be loyal to the American flag and the American Constitution, so he should first revoke his citizenship. A suspect in possession of over 5 kilograms of heroin has been arrested in the Kothalawala area in Kaduwala. The arrest was made following a raid carried out by the Police Narcotics Bureau last night. The value of the stock of heroin is estimated to be 60.2 million rupees. The police said that the 53-year-old suspect was transporting the stock of heroin in a three-wheeler. He is to be produced before courts today. The Sri Lanka Army is set to release 1,201 acres of Army-used state and private lands in the north with no impact for national security during ceremonies to be held on Monday, presided over by the President. The release of this acreage of land includes 972 acres of state land in Kilinochchi and 120 acres of state land in Mullaitivu, where the Army has been running farms. Similarly, 46.11 acres of state land in Jaffna and the Wanni and 63.77 acres of private land in Jaffna and Wanni will also be accordingly released under this program in Mullaitivu. The process to release northern and eastern lands belonging to civilians and the state that bear no impact on national security began last year in earnest following a presidential decree. In more local news now, a lorry transporting timber has been taken into custody by the Panadura Police Traffic Unit. The lorry was inspected by the police in the Gurugoda area in Horana while transporting timber from Veerakatiya to Moratuwa. The lorry has transported Lunuvedilla timber in an unsafe manner. The driver and the lorry will be produced before the Horana Magistrates Court on Monday. Several students from the University of Sabaragamuwa staged a protest in Hiddalana area blocking the Ratnapura Colombo main road. The university students held this protest against politicians attending the inauguration ceremony of the medical faculty of the University of Sabaragamuwa. The chairman of the Inter-University Students Federation of the Sabaragamuwa University, Nishanka Gamage, said that the university students have not been invited for this event. The promotional activities of Sports First Platinum Awards commenced for a second day today. The Platinum Awards is held with the objective of recognizing, commending and awarding the talents of the sportsmen and women of the country.
The promotional activities for the day commenced at the Gampaha Bandaranayake College. Chamal Kathapattu, the Assistant Education Director of Aesthetics and Sport of the Gampaha District, Iran Silva, the Principal of Bandaranayake College, and Dilshan Rodrigo, Assistant General Manager of Allianz, and officials from the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited attended today's event. 20 sportsmen and women will be awarded and 10 medals will be provided at the Platinum Awards 2018. Allianz, which is a world-renowned company, is the sponsor of Platinum Awards 2018. In line with the campaign, sports workshops will be conducted at 30 selected schools across the country, and the most talented sportsmen and women from these schools will be presented with Platinum Awards. In the Gampaha district, the gold medal presented to the most talented sportsman was won by cricketer Lasit Cruz Pulle of Maristella College, Nigambo. Shanika Lakshani of Holy Cross Convent, Gampaha won the silver, while P.V. Vijayatilaka of the Kiribadgoda Vihara Mahadevi College won bronze.
And with that story, we bring to a close this edition of Lunchtime News on TV1. For the Newsfirst team, I've been Jamal Ratnayaka. Take care and good afternoon.